So, you're looking to get into the private online poker world on ClubGG. It is an awesome space, full of action, but to really survive and, hopefully thrive, you've got to know how to navigate the risks. And trust me, the biggest ones, they're not even at the table.
Yeah, seriously. Forget about a bad beat or running into a tough opponent. In these private clubs, the real danger, the thing that can absolutely decimate your bankroll before you even see a single hand, is who you trust with your money. You can think of ClubGG as this new frontier for online poker. It's all built on these private, members-only clubs, which makes for a totally different vibe than your typical poker site. And while that's where the opportunity is, that unique structure is exactly why we need to be careful. And that, right there, leads to the most important question of all. How do you actually protect yourself and play safely in these clubs? How can you possibly know who to trust? Well, to figure that out, first we've got to understand the layout of the land.
Okay, so the whole ecosystem really boils down to two key things. You've got your clubs. These are basically small private poker groups. And then you have unions, which are just big networks of those clubs all linked together. The unions are what create a bigger player pool and, those bigger games we're all looking for.
Right, so here's the catch. You can't just sign up on the app and deposit money directly. You need someone to get you in. That person is called an agent. They are your gatekeeper. They handle your money, they give you access, and that makes choosing the right one absolutely critical.
And the stakes here? They couldn't be higher. A trusted agent, the real deal, means your money is safe, you get access to good, active games, and you get fair promos. A shady one, though? We're talking your funds are at risk, you'll end up in dead games, and they'll feed you a bunch of promises they can never keep. The difference is literally night and day. Knowing that difference is everything. So let's arm you with the tools you need to spot these scammers and their red flags from a mile away, long before they can become a problem for you. First up, and this is a huge one, a total lack of transparency. If an agent is being super vague about club IDs or what union they're in or how the payments work, you've got to ask yourself, what exactly are they trying to hide?
Here's another major warning sign. How easy are they to get a hold of? I mean, if you can't easily reach them on something like Telegram or Discord to ask a simple question, what do you think is going to happen when you try to cash out? And then, of course, there's the bait. You see these offers for like 200% instant deposit bonuses? Come on, that is almost always a trap. Legit agents offer real, sustainable promotions, not impossible promises that sound way too good to be true.
And finally, please, use the poker community as your shield. Before you even think about sending a single dollar, go check the big poker forums. If you see other players complaining about an agent, that is your giant, flashing signal to just stay away. Okay, so knowing the red flags, that's your defense. Now let's go on offense. Here is your 5-step safety check. This is an actual process you can use to vet any agent before you commit your money. Think of this process as building a wall of security around your bankroll. Step 1, check their reputation online. Step 2, verify the actual club and union IDs inside the app yourself. Step 3, make sure their payment process is crystal clear. 4, test their support, see how responsive they are. And finally, step 5, if you can, try to talk with players who are already in the club. Following these steps is your absolute best protection. So where do you actually go to do this research? Well, start with the community hubs. Poker forums like 2plus2 and Cards Chat are basically gold mines of information. You should also dive into poker-focused Telegram and Discord groups, check out reputable poker affiliate sites, and look at regional networks on places like Reddit. All right, so let's say you've done your homework, you've found a trusted agent, and you're in the game. Great. But the job isn't over. Your safety is an ongoing thing. So let's quickly cover a few best practices to keep yourself protected in the long run. Think of this as your player's toolkit. First off, always start with small deposits to test the waters. Second, keep a personal record of every single transaction you make. Third, make sure you're actually playing in active clubs where the games are running consistently. And of course, this is just good poker sense. Always practice strict bankroll management. These simple habits are your best defense. When you really boil it all down, it comes to this. A trusted agent is truly the difference between having a smooth, secure, and maybe even profitable poker experience versus just taking a completely unnecessary gamble with your hard-earned money. So every time you sit down to play, remember that your money is on the line.
And the only question that really matters is this: have you vetted the person who's holding it?
Visit bluffingmonkeys.com and start a live chat to join a poker club now.
bluffingmonkeys.com